Join my Discord and help me build my empire.
We all ready? Mm-hmm. We're learning how to wash our hands today. By me. Okay, so, little story. One of the first things I noticed going here, in like all the bathrooms here at college, they got like these little stickers, and they tell you how to wash your hands. I just found that a little bit ironic. We're going to college, we're learning how to write like 10-page essays, like solving complex math problems. We're studying stuff in the fields of English, history, education, science, and even some like nursing, where you're literally learning how to possibly save a human life one day. Yet you go in the bathrooms, and they think it's important to tell you how to wash your hands. So, you guys better listen up. This is an important subject, alright? This is what our school wants us to learn. We have to learn how to wash our hands. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to know the purpose of washing your hands. We need to know when you wash your hands. You wash them when they're dirty and unsanitary. But there's a difference between these two, and I want to define both of them. So dirty, by the dictionary, we can tell that it's like covered or marked with an unclean substance. So that's when you can tell, you can see it or feel it on your hands that they're like clearly dirty, right? And then the definition of unsanitary, not sanitary. So basically, there's a difference. Like, you can touch a doorknob or something, you don't know your hands are unsanitary. They might not look dirty, but they might not be sanitary. So options you have depend on whether they're dirty or unsanitary. So here are times when you should wash your hands. I created a little before you and after you. So you should wash your hands before you do these actions and after you do these actions. So I'm just gonna name them off here. Before you eat and serve food, touch electronics, shake hands, touch your face. I know I have a habit of sitting down and kind of touch my face. If my hands are dirty, I'm getting my whole face dirty. So you want to wash your hands before you do that kind of stuff. Before like eating utensils, pens and pencils, just anything other people are touching, and before you perform surgery, just daily tasks in our lives. And you want to wash your hands after you use the restroom, go shopping, because you know you're touching a lot of things other people are touching. Cough, sneezing, blowing your nose, don't want to get people sick. Before you touch your face or other things, not going to specify. Mess with anything oily or sticky, or just if you see anything visually dirty on your hands. Or if you touch unsanitary things. These unsanitary things can be like doorknobs, they can be like elevator buttons and like steering wheels in your phone. That's a big one. People don't realize how dirty phones are. So now we're going to talk about the hands. So the most common one, of course, is going to be sinks. Those can be found in like bathrooms, kitchens, really many places. This is almost always the one you're going to want to use. It's the best one. And then there's also stuff like hand sanitizer and wet wipes. That's just, as I said before, with the doorknobs and stuff. If there's no like visual dirt on your hands and you just want to clean your hands, hand sanitizer and stuff's the way to go. Now hear me out. Worst case scenarios, these are really random. I doubt anybody does these ones, but I figured just in case you don't have the top ones, I might as well specify. A bottle of water. If you have water in a bottle, you can pour it on, if you have to. A body of water, rivers, ponds. If you have to, you gotta do what you gotta do. Don't lick your hands. Oh. That is weird. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Here's a pro tip. In my bag right now, I have hand sanitizer. If you're walking around, you can like carry that stuff and you can have it if you need it. And that's a good way to stay safe and stay clean, okay? So here's the good part. Here's where we finally learn how to wash our hands. Most of us are like, 18 or above here, like older. We've been waiting 18 years to learn how to wash your hands. You finally get to learn how, okay? So here's the demonstration again. I'm gonna go off of this. You wet your hands first. As the unofficial hand cleaning expert that I am, I don't always do that. You can if you want, you don't have to, honestly. Don't worry about that one. Here's the hard part, is washing your hands and applying soap. You want to make sure you cover everything, like under your fingernails, in between your fingers, your thumb, your palms. You want to make sure you got everything covered, and you have to wash it for 20 seconds. Now, I know that a lot of us are on our shorts and our reels and all the other stuff on social media. We have an attention span of like 2 seconds. So it's going to be hard to wash your hands for 20 seconds, but no one ever said this was going to be easy. Okay, so then there's rinsing and drying. You can dry with a paper towel, with a towel, or hair dryer, or whatever's in there. But I want to talk about a few warnings. First off, you need to know what kind of sink you're dealing with. There's ones that have faucets, and there's some that are automatic. Now the automatic ones are good because then you don't have to touch the faucet, because the faucet, you need to keep in mind, can be dirty as well because everyone's touching it. But the automatic one can also be annoying because it never turns on when you put your hands down. But yeah, and then the one with the faucet, you can kind of turn it with your hands, but then it's dirty. So a way to get past that is try to use like soap or to like clean the faucet before you use it, or you can use a paper towel to turn it, right? So you know how to wash your hands now. You can do that and you've dried your hands and then you're about to leave, but do not touch the doorknob when you leave. If you're in a bathroom, a kitchen, anywhere with the door, do not just open the door and leave. That's dumb. That defeats the whole purpose. Go and get a paper towel, use your sleeve, use your elbow, arm, anything to not touch that doorknob. Otherwise, it's defeating the whole purpose and you're just have to wash your hands again. Congratulations, you can now wash your hands. Now I know I covered a lot, might be a little bit overwhelming, but you guys got this. I encourage you guys after class to practice washing your hands, really get it down. It's a lot of steps, but if you believe in yourself, you can do it. Now remember, it's good to make sure you have clean hands, but make sure you have a clean heart as well. I don't, but it sounds like
What the heck? My name's Alex.
I don't know how
Hey, Mr. Gerald.